G'day guys, welcome to another layout. Thank you for joining me. What have I got here? Stamps ahoy. I wanted to just let loose and just create a big mixed media layout. I've pulled out 3 photos of Jen being silly. Never leave your mobile phone alone for 5 minutes, because guaranteed the kid that doesn't have a phone is going to jump on it and give me fodder for my channel. So I just wanted to play. Just play. So come and play with me. This is something that I wanted. I haven't done one of these in a while where I've just let loose and just gone full mixed media crazy. Now, I'm going to let you know right from the beginning. This is clear gesso. This is the FINNABAIR Art Basics. I'm still using up. I swear this tube goes forever. I thought I was out of this stuff and it's still going. Still going. It now comes in a tub. I do have the tub. I will eventually get to the tub. But anyway, I could have used my Vicky Bouton Foundations paper, but for some reason I did it this way. I don't know why. I don't know why. Now, I am literally making decisions and I'm just going with it. Check out this super cool pin that was sent to me by a subscriber from New Zealand. Thank you, Shelley. I absolutely love my glue pin for my art glitter glue. It is awesome. Now, I absolutely love this thing. I have wanted one of these for so long, and every time I was looking for one a few years ago, and every time I jumped on Etsy, they never had what I wanted. And to receive one, I am honored. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So that's why I was showing it to you there. Now I'm getting all organized. I've got my brayer. I've got some paint out. I pulled out half a dozen mediums that I'm really loving at the moment. And I don't know why, but I just went, you know what, let's go with some unbleached. So I'm using the Joe Sonja's Artist Paints, and it's called Unbleached Titanium, this color. And I've put down, you can see the little grid paper. Now that grid paper is just in a notepad that I bought from Kmart. And I just ripped a page out of it and went, yep, that'll give me some interest in the background. I'll use that. Now, with any mixed media layout like this, it is key to dry between your layers where possible. Otherwise, you're going to end up with mud, or you're not going to get a clear stamp or whatever. Now, I would like to say that I went out on a limb here to wreck this to show you how to bring it back. I don't even know why I went with green, but I did. I thought, let's go with green. That will make it just for you to be able to see what I do to this at the end to bring it back from the brink. I needed to use a color in the background that you could see how I cover it. Does that make sense? So I put some green down. Now, I really wanted this to be a blue background, okay? I wanted this to be a deep, rich blue-green background. That's what I wanted to do. So I was pulling out some of my VERSAFINE Clear inks, and the reason I was using those is because they're permanent. Once they're dried, they're permanent. They're not going to run. If I add paint to this, they're not going to squish everywhere. Whereas my Distress Oxides and my Distress Inks, they're water reactive, so they will move when I add liquid to them. So I wanted to just add some visual interest in the background. So I'm using my VERSAFINE Clear inks. This one is, I didn't write the colors down, but I can if you want to know. That one is Pine Cone. I can see the colors from here. So I used Pine Cone, and the first one that I used was, no, I can't see the colors. I'll write them below the colors that I actually used. Now, these ones, it turns out really cool. These are I use all different stamps on this. I used a heap of my recent TEMU line making stamps. I just decided to just go to town with it. I love that little one, let me tell you. It's a really cute one. It's like a little, it's like a piece of material that's just been sort of torn around the edges, and you can see the threads going both ways. I love it. So as you can see, I'm just going to town with some stamps. Okay. Now, so far this isn't looking like anything, but what I want you to notice is how much that green bit stands out and where this is going. I have to be honest, this is when I started to, so it's from this point on that I go to attempt to fix it, right? This is ways that you can go about fixing, and I'm using it in inverted commas because I want you to know that when you start mixed media, you always have to take a couple more steps. There's always just a few more steps you have to take. If you get to this point and go, oh, that's not looking cute, that's not working for me at all, what the heck did I just do? Don't throw it in the bin. The key to good mixed media is to just keep going. Just keep adding to it. Dry between your layers and add to it. Now what I'm doing is I've pulled out another piece of this grid paper, and this time I'm screwing it all up so I get some scrunchy look in the background. It adds visual texture and it works a treat. I'm still trying to use this stuff up. This is the, what's it called? Can I figure it out off the top of my head? No. And I can't even put my finger on it. It's a glue. It's a collage medium. Oh, it's because it's still on my desk. I'm like, where did it go? Distress collage medium in the matte finish. I can't get it out of the bottle. I just can't get it out of the bottle. And I know it's supposed to be thick because it's a glue, it's a collage medium, but yeah, I can't get out the glue. So that I'm just trying to use it up so that it's not wasted. Now, I pulled out some of the DINA Wakely collage paper. It's tissue paper. It comes with some plain. It comes with some that has some black markings on it. And you just tear it up and use it wherever you want to use it. So as you can see, that green, you can still see a little bit down there. But can you see by adding the layers? Just keep adding layers. And there's no right or wrong to this. The only wrong is don't stop. Dry it off and add a little bit more. Now, this is where I wanted to go to town with, I used my Distress Oxide spray in Uncharted Marina, and this is going back to the blue that I wanted to start with originally. Now you can see that there's still green underneath because remember, I used VERSAFINE Clear ink. It's not going to disperse. It's not going to run anywhere. But what it does do, see by adding the oxide over the top, it's kind of made it a bit green through the bottom there. And it's done the same up the top where the oxide's gone over the top of it and you can't really see what the green is, but it's there. Now I came in with the lightest hand of the unbleached titanium again, because see, when I run it over with my brayer, can you see how it's picking up all the cracks from the scrunching of the paper? Now it's starting to go in a grungy direction, which is where I wanted it to go, because this layout is actually about school. You know, school days. You know, you got maths, you got science, you got all the different things, but at the end of the day, it should be fun. It should be fun. If it's not fun, then something's going wrong. So that's my opinion. I wasn't a fan of school in grade 8 and 9. Grade 10, I sort of started turning it around. 11 and 12, I loved it. So now I've pulled out my Tim Holtz. These are some foam stamps, and they're really weird. They're cling stamps, but they're foam. So you can really squish them down. You can get them into the mixed media. You can clean them off. They're really, really good. And they're just a cling stamp. And they're nice and big and bold. And I usually, to be completely honest, I think I really only use these on my mixed media layouts, like my really grungy full-on pages like this. So I don't know why that is. I really don't. But maybe I should use them on a normal layout one day, you know, a more paper layout. But I love creating layouts like this. So if you're still with me, do you create layouts like this? Is this giving you enough inspiration that maybe you'll give it a try yourself? Do you want to see more layouts like this? Do you want to see less layouts like this? Are you one of these that you're not a fan of all the messy mixed media? I want to draw your attention to something. Look around I have 2 cups of water in front of me. I have a clean cup and a dirty cup. I've got my piece of laminated paper next to me that I'm using as a what do you call it? A paint palette. And I've got all my stamps off to the left-hand side. Can you see lots of paint and overspray and splat and all that? No. It doesn't have to be super duper messy. Can be if you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be. Now, this is a really messy looking layout, but it doesn't have to be super room destroying, table destroying. It doesn't have to be like that. So I'm loving where this is going now. I'm really, really enjoying it. I did get some off spray on the outside, the top right of the layout, and I love that. It's an off spray, it's not a splat. So it sort of has dirtied up the page without having to do anything extra to it yet. Now, I'm just going to town. I'm just pulling stamps from all different, most of them that I used actually were from TEMU, although I did use one from ONYX. That was number 349. That's the alphabet looking stamp with numbers and alphabet letters. Now I am going around and I am doing the splitty splatters because, you know, I can do that on this particular layout because that's what it is. Now I am going around and I am cleaning as I'm going. That time, when you do splatters like that, they go everywhere. But that's all right. It's a bit of paper towel and a bit of water. It's a water soluble product, so you can clean it up, not a problem. Now I am coming in. I don't know why I decided to use this paintbrush. I don't know. It's going to give you big, slaggy kind of splotches, gluggy. So I quickly got my fan brush and went, let's make this a little, let's get these dots back to dots, shall we? And I added some liquid to the unbleached titanium and splattered to town, and it worked really, really well. Now I wanted something between the photos and the background. So I pulled out some tissue paper. This is just leftover from packaging that I've had things arrive in, and I just tear the edges because I don't want a neat tidy edge. And do you know tissue paper, when it's folded like 4 times, it's actually quite difficult to start to tear? Just FYI, in case you were curious. Now, I will be doing a bonus video for tomorrow as well, so you guys can get one more layout in for this week if you would like to check that out. Let me know if there's anything that you would like to see. I will be doing some more tips and technique videos this week, this weekend, hopefully. So that will add to that little catalogue of things that you can fall back on when you want to do some scrapbooking. Or in this case, maybe you like art journaling. Maybe you like to do a bit of mixed media art journal, you know, get that messy side out. I used to do some art journaling, but what I've decided to do is put that into my layouts, and I've crossed over and I've pulled my art journaling onto my scrapbook layouts. So it sort of serves 2 purposes. I absolutely love it. Now see this tape. Thank you, Shay. I did receive my the other rolls of mint tape during the week. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate that. Shay so kindly ordered me some mint tape and sent it to me, which was so fantastic. I've had 2 lots of mail this week from subscribers. I'm so excited. It makes me so happy. Now, I reuse this mint tape until it's dead. This stuff keeps sticking. So because this is a grungy layout, I've had no problem whatsoever in reusing the tape on it, because if it transferred a bit of color or something, it wasn't going to bother me. I actually keep it stuck to one of my cabinets next to me, and whenever I go to do a border like that, I use the old stuff before I use new stuff. Just FYI. I love my little dragonflies. Here it all is up close. There's Jen's eye up close. Crazy child. And yeah, let me know. Is this something that you will give a try? I absolutely love it. Don't forget, below I will have the links, the list of everything that I used. If there's any questions that you would like me to answer, happy to do so. Leave it in the comments below. I love reading all of them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that sort of fun stuff. And it all helps my channel out, and it's free. Thank you so, so much, guys. I will chat to you later. Bye for now.